You studied accounting in school, or you're transitioning into accounting, then you just got a job and you realize that what you were taught in school is actually very different from what happens in real life. Today, I'm going to be helping you navigate step by step the practical accounting workflow, even if you never had an idea before now. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Oluwadamilola. I'm a chartered accountant and also the convener of Young Accountants Hub, popularly known as the Academy. And on today's episode, we'll be talking about practical accounting workflow. I'm going to be walking you through step by step on what is obtainable on the practical accounting side. So let's dive in. In school, life looks like journal entries, ledger postings, trial balance, and preparation of financial statement. But in real life, accounting starts from business activities, not just debits and credits. Everything begins with transaction. I mean, things like you bought goods, you send an invoice to a customer, you paid for rent, real business activities, real financial transaction. And every of these transactions must be backed with an evidence. The source document, which could be invoices, which could be bank statements, which could be receipts, which could be check stub, and so on and so forth. So at work, before you could even post anything, you need to ask, where is the document? I mean, the source document. Once you have these documents, the payment voucher, the receipts, the bank statements, the check stub, any source documents, the next thing you want to do is to record. Yes, that's the next step. And we don't just record like the way we do in school. We don't use pen, we don't use biro, we don't use marker, we don't use any writing materials or books. What we do is to record into our accounting system software. You can use Excel, you can use Sage, QuickBooks, Xero, or any software that has been developed by the organization you are working with. You need to record those transactions, but not manually. You simply input the transaction into this accounting software and the system does the debit and credit. Interesting, right? What I'm saying is that when you get a bill or when you're trying to raise an invoice, the system is in charge of debiting and crediting the right legs of accounts. Interesting, right? Your job as an accountant is to input the correct details, the correct amounts, the correct customer name, the correct account, and as well as correct description. Life has been made easy. You don't need to write anything down again. And at the end of the day, you need to organize your data properly so that you are not posting what is an asset to revenue, what is revenue to liability. You need to understand how to properly classify your transaction, which is the revenue, your asset, your expense, your liability, your equity, your income, into the 6 headers that we have in accounting. So this is where the confusion comes from, especially as a young accountant. You need to understand what business activities makes up revenue. You need to understand what business activities makes up your assets, your income, your liabilities, before posting any of your transaction. Else, you'll be giving wrong figures, wrong information, and wrong details, which will lead to the wrong decision to be made by the user of your financial statements. Now, this is where the real work starts from. Reconciliation. You've posted everything, and at the end of the month, your balances are not agreeing to what you have. For example, what you have on your bank statement does not agree with what you have on your chart of accounts, and you are wondering what's wrong. This is where you start to reconcile. Posting all transactions that you've not posted, or correcting all transactions you've posted wrongly. This is where the real work starts. You want to ensure that everything you've posted on your ledgers is correct or correctly tied with your schedules, right? For example, you're looking at your accounts receivable and the customer is like, they are not owing you this amount, but your account is showing that they are owing you that particular amount. What do? That is where you start reconciling. You reconcile your bank, you reconcile your account payable, your account receivable. Ideally, you are supposed to check all your ledgers and to see to their correctness. Ensure that every figure sitting in those ledgers are absolutely correct. And guess what? In real jobs, you do this every month, because you don't want to wait to the end of the year before you start reconciling all your ledgers. That's not even possible, because you have to present your financial statement to your management. So how are you going to do it without reconciliation? So you need to reconcile. Then the next thing you want to start doing is to start passing adjustments. Your prepayments, you want to start amortizing for the month end. If there's any addition to your prepayments, you want to recognize it. Your accruals, you want to account for them. You want to account for your depreciation. If it is automated, you want to check the correctness. You want to check the correctness of your loans, the interest you have been passing that have been charged. You just want to make sure that everything on your ledgers are absolutely correct. Right? Your monthly postings, you've done them, your depreciation has been passed, your accruals has been passed, your prepayment has been catered for, and every other adjustment that you need to effect. Because this is what ensures that your numbers are accurate, and at the end of the day, you are not going to be giving wrong information. Now that everything is clean and reconciled, then you can now proceed to spool your trial balance, which you are going to be using to generate your statements. You're going to be generating your note to the accounts. You're going to be generating your statement of profit and loss. You're going to be generating your statement of financial position, statement of cash flow, statement of changes in equity, if any. And you're going to be what? You are going to be also presenting your financials in form of dashboard. And guess what? The executives don't have time to go through your detailed Excel sheet, and that is why you will now be preparing a dashboard that summarizes what you have prepared in your management report, and you're going to be giving recommendation, highlights, areas that they should look out for. And like that will be the end of your accounting workflow. And somebody is just wondering, how do I even do all of this? I was not taught in school. I don't have an idea of how to go about it. Relax, we've got you at the academy. We have created an accounting bootcamp for you that is going to teach you from the beginning to the end everything that I've mentioned in this video, from recording to classification to organization to preparation of management accounts to the preparation of dashboards. If you are interested and you know that you want to actually learn how to practicalize all these accounting workflows, make sure to check in the description below. I'll be dropping the link on how to join this practical accounting bootcamp. Make sure not to miss out on it. If you find this video helpful, make sure to like, share, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.